Corrupt officials are hated by everyone. A friend who participated in the disciplinary committee's handling of cases said that some leading cadres collapsed immediately after being stripped of their shoelaces and belts, and even a few timid people became incontinent immediately. Why does the Commission for Discipline Inspection like to take away corrupt officials from the venue? In China, it is said that corrupt officials were taken away at the venue more because of considering the convenience of handling the case. According to reports, the officials of the Commission for Discipline Inspection first communicated with the superiors of the officials involved in the case and asked them to arrange a certain level meeting, but they would not say anything about it. After the meeting was held, the investigators waited outside, and learned about the progress of the meeting in real time through text messages sent from the venue, monitoring screens, and other information, and then acted in camera. The meeting when the officials involved in the case were taken away was generally high level and attended by many leaders. In this case, they are less likely to ask for leave and be absent, and they are easily paralyzed by the superiority in the process. However, high-level conferences are not held at any time. According to the needs of case handling, sometimes it is necessary to customize for the investigation object. To arrange such a meeting, the leader in charge of the other party must be absolutely reliable politically, and must have excellent resilience to suppress the situation. You can't mess up before things are done, and you will be exposed. A certain local discipline inspection committee director Wang of the Case Inspection Office said. Of course, there are also cases where meetings are cancelled due to the absence of key leaders. At 2:30 p.m. on October 28, 2013, according to the plan, Zunyi City will hold a teleconference to convey the relevant spirit of the central government, chaired by Liao Xiehua, secretary of the Zunyi Municipal Party Committee. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon of the same day, a major leader of the Zishui County Party Committee received a call from the city, informing that the meeting was cancelled for some reason. At around 8 o'clock in the evening, he saw the news that Liao Xiehua, member of the Standing Committee of the Guizhou Provincial Party Committee and secretary of the Zunyi Municipal Party Committee, had been sacked. On the afternoon of June 27, 2014, Wang Qingliang, the former secretary of the Guangzhou Municipal Party Committee, was having a meeting with the Provincial Party Committee. Just halfway through the meeting, investigators from the Commission for Discipline Inspection appeared at the meeting and took him away for investigation. Lu Suigu was taken away from the second session of the 12th National People's Congress of the province when it was about to close. Similarly, Yao Muzhen, the former vice-governor of Jiangxi Province, Liang Guoying, the former executive deputy mayor of Dongguan City, and Mao Ziping, the former secretary of the Wuxi Municipal Party Committee. The aforementioned cadres revealed that the Commission for Discipline Inspection pays special attention to timing when handling cases, and most of the actions taken against officials involved in the case are in these step-by-step meetings. At this time, the whereabouts and movements of the subject under investigation are all under control. It is understood that customized meetings for officials involved in the case must be carefully arranged, with strong confidentiality and high collaboration. The officials of the Commission for Discipline Inspection first communicated with the superiors of the officials involved in the case, and asked them to arrange a certain level meeting, but they would not say anything about it. After the meeting was held, the investigators waited outside, and learned about the progress of the meeting in real time through text messages sent from the venue, monitoring screens, and other information, and then played by ear. According to media reports, on September 29, 2011, the Public Security Bureau of Qingdao City, Shandong Province held an office meeting of the director. The staff of the Commission for Discipline Inspection accidentally appeared at the venue. After reading the documents, they took Yu Qiuming, director of the Shibei District Public Security Bureau of Qingdao City, and Feng Yuixin, director of the Lekang District Public Security Bureau, away. After sorting out, it was found that most of the officials involved in the case were taken away during the break period of the meeting, and were often called away alone. On August 19, 2011, Lu Haiqing, the new mayor of Luhe City, Henan Province, delivered a policy report at the 6th plenary session of the 5th municipal government for 41 days. Lu Haiqing was speaking on stage in the first half, when officials from the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection and the Henan Provincial Commission for Discipline Inspection came to the scene. Half an hour later, the host announced a 10-minute adjournment. Lu Qinghai was called to the VIP lounge, and the investigators read the relevant decision to him. The meeting of the day ended thereafter, and Lu Qinghai never returned to the venue. Director Wang of the Case Inspection Office of a Disciplinary Commission of a certain place told reporters about a case he participated in the investigation. The case room where he worked implemented double regulations on a director of the financial office, and arranged a meeting in the financial system attended by cadres above the middle level. After the meeting started, the case investigators did not enter the scene, but asked someone to invite the subject of investigation out in the name of friends asking for an interview. Most of those taken away were calmly cooperative. When taking away the officials involved in the case, the investigators of the Commission for Discipline Inspection must first declare their family background, and then verify their integrity. We belong to the XX Commission for Discipline Inspection, are you Comrade XX? I know it well. Especially in the venue, corrupt officials were even more caught off guard when such an interrogation came out of nowhere. When the director of the finance office mentioned above walked out of the venue and saw the cadres of the Discipline Inspection Commission, he thought it was a meeting of acquaintances and offered to shake hands. But when the investigators checked his identity according to regulations, he immediately realized the seriousness of the situation, and his face changed suddenly. The aforementioned Deputy Secretary of the Commission for Discipline Inspection stated that only a very few people were emotional when the cadres involved in the case were taken away from the venue, and most of them cooperated calmly. He analyzed that although the corrupt officials are in a mess, they do not want to be seen by the public. Of course, there are also some corrupt officials who live in fear all day long and are wary of holding meetings because of their guilty conscience. On March 1, 2000, Li Zhen, the former party secretary of the State Taxation Bureau of Hebei Province, was notified to attend a meeting of the Provincial Party Committee. Earlier, there were rumors that an investigation had been launched against him, which made Li Zhen vaguely feel that the situation was not good. Before going to the venue, he specifically called the master to ask if there would be anything wrong with him, and the master assured him that it would be fine. But who would have thought that as soon as he arrived at the scene, Li Zhen was double regulated. Missing guests at the airport. In China, besides at the venue, how else can corrupt officials be taken away? On April 12, 2014, Shen Weiken, former secretary and vice chairman of the party group of the China Association for Science and Technology, returned to Beijing from Nanchang. In the afternoon, the plane landed smoothly at the capital airport. However, several passengers on the flight disappeared after getting off the plane, including Shen Weiken. Several men who picked up the plane waited for a long time at the domestic exit, but until all the passengers were gone, the important person they wanted to pick up and their 3 or 4 subordinates still did not show up. Phones were turned off and airport staff were clueless. After consulting the leader, the pickup person chose to call the police. The truth is that the staff of the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection took Shen Weiken and his subordinates away at the airport. There are 2 theories about where Li Chunchen, the former deputy secretary of the Sichuan Provincial Party Committee, was taken away. Some say that Li Chunchen was taken away from the Beijing capital airport, while others say that he was taken away from his mansion in Chengdu on the banks of the Huanhua River. Walk. Many people mentioned Li Chunchen's first reaction after the discipline inspectors appeared. He asked to go to the toilet, and tried to take out a mobile phone card and throw it away. Jin Daoming, the former deputy director of the Standing Committee of the Shanxi Provincial People's Congress, was arrested when he returned to the capital airport from his mistress in Tianjin to prepare to return to Taiyuan on the evening of February 26 last year. As a transportation hub, the railway station can also be a place to catch people. Chen Zihai, former member of the Standing Committee of the Huaiyang Municipal Party Committee and deputy mayor of Hunan Province, was taken away at Huaiyang East Railway Station, but the plainclothes arrester came not from the Commission for Discipline Inspection, but from the Procuratorate, so it is out of the scope of this article. On the way to accompany the leader on inspection. Some officials fell on the way to accompany the leaders to inspect. Guo Yuming, the former vice-governor of Hubei Province, was taken away by the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection while accompanying his superiors to inspect the Middle Route project of the South to North Water Diversion Project in the Danjiangkou Reservoir area of Xi'an City. At the end of November 2013, the news of Guo Yuming's fall was reported on the website of the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection. Home after exercise. The circumstances of Li Junfu's being taken away, former director of the Guangzhou Land Resources and Housing Administration Bureau and secretary of the party committee, were reported in detail by the media. According to the Guangzhou Daily Report, on the evening of July 3, Li Junfu was taken away from his apartment in Yuexiu district by discipline inspectors. Lee Junfo's work and rest are quite regular, and he often goes out to exercise in the evening. On the day he was taken away, Lee Junfo went out wearing sportswear at around 6 p.m. as usual. Lee's apartment is in a high-rise building in a high-end residential area. At around 8 p.m., a neighbor found 4 men in casual clothes smoking in the stairwell without saying a word. Because the building belongs to a high-end residential area, there are few casual people, and the neighbors felt suspicious, so they immediately notified the property management of the building. The security guard replied that the 4 people were performing official duties, so please don't meddle in their own business. At around 10 p.m., Lee Junfo came back from exercising. The neighbor heard him talking loudly with the 4 men at the door of the apartment. He was very emotional and alarmed the neighbors, but he was quickly taken away. Neighbors saw Lee still in the tracksuit when he was taken away.